Have you ever found yourself having a truly amazing day where the sun is shining, things are just going great, and there's nothing to stress about? The feelings we have on those days of ultimate joy, happiness, freedom to do anything is the most amazing thing to me, and it is what I strive for on a day-to-day basis. The difficult thing is that there are so many roadblocks, brick walls, series of events that just make it seem like we have the worst luck and the feeling that we are a living example of Murphy's Law. In my life, I consider myself a very emotion-driven person. The way that I feel, I based upon what I am receiving from the space around me. For example, if life is moving too fast and I cannot keep up with the conversations, I become anxious. I feel out of place, and it is hard to go back to feeling at ease. If the weather outside is dark, gray, raining, and it has been so for weeks, then the mood resonates into me, and I feel melancholic. There was an unfortunate time when the space around me was too much to handle. This was when I returned to residence after Christmas break during my first year of university. I was sitting down at the table, eating food with my roommates, but all I could do was cry. And this crying from that day lasted consistently for about 2 to 3 months on and off. The only distraction from this crying was watching TV shows about people living amazing, beautiful lives, where they could laugh about their lack of adulthood, or women were the most powerful people in the room. That was when I self-diagnosed myself as depressed, because I couldn't get myself out of the state of sadness. The following year, I went through an even worse phase of feeling nothing, empty and bored. I went through a day-to-day routine of going to classes, doing a little bit of homework, watching Food Network and making myself meals, but I felt nothing. No joy, no excitement, not even anxiety or sadness, just emptiness. This feeling was horrible because at the end of the day, I didn't go to sleep thinking that I had an amazing day. I went to sleep hoping that the next day would be better. This feeling of the next day being better though was not a positive one. It was negative because I was not feeling joy out of the day that I had. Then I decided it was time to take charge of my happiness, to return to a place of how I felt during my high school years when I was truly happy and everything was amazing and I was filled with joy. Over the last few months, I have not been in the best place. Despite finding ways to improve my happiness, such as eating differently, living simply, being a minimalist, I'm still not very content. Therefore, for this Genius Hour project, I set off on the journey to find happiness and joy, and to have these feelings be truly authentic. Every week, starting from January, I chose to add a different component to my life that can bring me joy. I started off with meditating. Then I went to healthy eating, journaling, and practicing daily affirmations, and other numerous strategies that I have researched and gone through that I've known to help me get through my life and reaching happiness. If someone else were to complete the same project though, with the same goal, their route may be different because we all have different things that bring us joy and make us happy. For me, what ended up bringing me joy was slowing down, taking in the beauty of the world that surrounds me and embracing the given moment. Additionally, embracing and celebrating who I currently am as a person. I also reflected though and set goals. I looked back on old journals of mine and took into account what had made me happy in the past. Then I made goals of how I can live my life in a way that can make me happy. With the duration of the project, I have definitely progressed towards where I want to be in terms of my happiness. The beautiful thing is, though, is that I am still on the path towards that destination, towards where I truly want to be, and where my thoughts naturally go to a state of happiness. This process will take time, but it's worth it, especially when it comes to finding who I truly am and understanding my place in this world. Thank you.